Of Stephanie and Madison and Dawson. I want to thank
Hey,
everybody.
Stephanie and Madison Dawson.
I want to thank everybody that's here tonight, especially you folks that came from a distance up north and then folks from down south.
Woo-hoo!
The rowdy ones from down south.
Oh, come on now.
I just wanted to say a couple of things. I'm from a generation that they tend to call nowadays the old school. And when I was coming along, it was important when you had children to have a male child because he was going to carry on the family name, the legacy, the family legacy. So I had friends of mine that had 4 girls and they were still working on their son. And I thought, gosh, I hope I don't have to do that. Fortunately, he was the first one out of the chute. I said, no, everything from that now is downhill. It's no problem. But David was a unique kid growing up. And when he was real little,
He didn't mean that.
we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. And I was so proud of him, I wanted to take him with me every weekend when I go visiting and hanging out with my cronies and show him off. And Gene said, well, you got to learn how to change. They wore cloth diapers back then, so you got to learn how to change these diapers. So I said, okay. So she showed me, and the wet ones were no problem, and then the other ones I was like, oh, this is going to be tough. And she pulled the diaper down, and it looked like 4 little brown M&Ms in there. And a little white, a little powder, good to go. So she'd get up on Saturday mornings and go, I'm going to the store, keep an eye on the baby while I'm gone. She wouldn't be gone 20 minutes, and this odor would overcome the entire apartment. And I'd look for him, and he'd be standing in the middle of the floor, and it looked like somebody took a quart jar of chocolate syrup and poured it over his head, and he'd be grinning from ear to ear. Like, what you gonna do now, big boy? So the first time I went through a whole roll of paper towels. And she wasn't happy about that because it messed his skin up or something. So the next time, I filled the tub about 3 inches of warm water and just set him in there. And he looked at me and I said, you're learning to swim. So when she would come home, she'd say, where's the baby? I say, he's learning to swim. So then I started taking him with me. We had a convertible. It was a hot summer day, and we stopped at a stoplight, and there was a girl standing there waiting for a bus. And he caught the girl's eye, and she was making eyes at him, and he was waving at her. And I looked at her, and I said, it was a hot day, and I said, where are you heading? She said, King Street. I said, well, we're going right by there. She said, I'm on my way to work. I said, we'll give you a ride. She said, okay. So we had bucket seats, so he sat on the console, had his arm around, and we down the road we went. So we let her off, and I said, now listen. He said, that was fun. I said, Mom won't understand, so we don't want to tell Mom. Okay. I said, this is the beginning of our secrets as men. So we get home, he runs in the door, and he runs in the kitchen. I heard Gene say, well, what did you and Daddy do today? He said, we picked up some girl and gave her a ride. So I slept on the couch that night. And the stories could go on and on forever.
They probably shouldn't, though.
He was always a challenge. One more quick one. He had gorgeous hair for a boy. It was blonde, and it had actually grown long enough that it was in ringlets. And Gene didn't want his hair cut. And so one of our Saturday outings, we went to a store. We were coming out. It was an old lady coming in. I held the door open, and he backed against it. And she looked down and said, she is adorable. So he said, we got in the car. He says, Daddy, where are we going now? I said, someplace you've never been, son. So I took him to a barber shop that I had worked at. And the barber I knew, he said, does his mother know that you're getting ready to do this? And I said, no, but he's my son. I can do what I want to do. So he went in the back, emptied out his lunch out of his brown paper bag. They swept up the floor. They cut his hair, and then they swept the hair up and put it in that bag. And they said, "You're going to be glad we did this." So when I got home, she went into tears. I handed her the bag. She held it, and I slept on the couch again that night. But I always felt like David learned a couple of things. He learned how to tell the truth. He learned that being well groomed was the way he should be. And he's an excellent swimmer. But I've always been proud of him. And he's always made me feel like everything that I've done was worthwhile. Any sacrifice that I had to make was worthwhile because he paid it back 20-fold. And your mother and I love you very much. I'm glad you're in this world.
That's awesome.
And I miss those days. I miss those days.
That's stuff you can't buy.
That's it.
No, you're not kidding.
You can't buy that.
Obviously, I get it honest, right? Everybody that knows me knows that a lot of the way that I am and the way that I try to be and treat people comes from my mom and dad, and I appreciate that. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, love of my life. Come over here for a second. Hello. Hello. I've done a lot of bad things in my life. I've done a lot of good things in my life. The best thing that I ever did was allow Stephanie to put the reins on me and pull me in. And I'm glad that I did, because I've never been happier, really, than we have been here over the last 10 or 15 years as the kids have grown up and become more independent. You knuckleheads, come over here too. Come on over here. I know that most everybody here knows everybody, but this is my beautiful wife, Stephanie. We've been married for 38 or 39 years. And my beautiful daughter, Madison, and my big handsome son, Dawson, who is going to be just like his grandfather, unfortunately. He's got that same thing about him. Thank you all for coming tonight and being here. I promise I was 100% surprised. I absolutely had no idea. I had actually gone as far as a few weeks ago to tell Stephanie that I didn't want to have a party. And then, yeah, but I'm glad that we did, and it's great to see everybody here. And really, the most important thing is I find happiness in a lot of small ways. I don't need to go out of the country or go to Las Vegas or do things like that. I find my happiness in being around these people that are in this room. My buddies from the military back here, man, brought tears to my eyes to see them to come in. I wasn't expecting it, and I love that you guys are here, and I promise we're going to spend a lot of time together tonight, and it's going to be a late night, and we'll probably see the sunrise tomorrow, but that's the way it's going to be. Mike and Elaine and Kevin and Carrie, some of my oldest, dearest friends, man, it means the world for you guys to come, and some of the best times that I have are when our family is together. Watching little Sawyer grow up across the street. What's up, cuz? Bill Connors raised me like I was his own kid for a long time, and I've told you many times how much I appreciate all the things you've done for me in my life. And a lot of Dave Garrett is a lot of Bill Connor, and I appreciate that. The friendships that I have, both all you guys, Paul and Shaquille and Carrie, you guys, things have gone on forever, and I can't mention everybody. DL's looking at me. I'm going to mention DL because if I don't, I'll hear about it.
You said come over, darling. I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah. Anyway, I find happiness in those moments. Going to little Sawyer's birthday party, being at the lake on the boat with the four of us, just riding with no particular place to go. It's too cold, but it doesn't matter to me because that's when I'm the happiest. And tonight is one of those nights when, man, I can't tell you enough, I'm the happiest. So I appreciate all of you being here very much. and let's have a good time and enjoy ourselves. And anybody wants to give me any money or anything, I'll take it. Yeah, thank you.
We're gonna light
Let's
the
have
cake
some
and
fun.
sing a little happy birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, brother, you are loved. I hope you know it.
Thank you.
You owe me $5 for 29.
Oh my God, interest, right?
3,